I went camping a few years ago, and I will never forget this night. A few years ago, I was traveling the country, camping wherever I could. My setup was simple, either sleeping in the back of my truck or using a cheap teepee style tent I'd bought off Amazon. One night, I found a quiet spot in Rabbit Valley, right on the border of Colorado and Utah. It was about 15 to 20 miles off the highway, in a desolate camping area. There was only one other rig in the entire campsite, far enough away to leave me in peace. I set up my tent, enjoying the solitude. After a long day of driving, I settled in and quickly fell asleep. But in the middle of the night, something woke me up. Strange noises coming from the tent. It was as if someone was walking around, dragging their fingers up and down the nylon, making a faint scratching sound. I stayed perfectly still, listening, my heart pounding. The noise continued for what felt like forever, maybe 10 minutes, before it suddenly stopped. I lay there, trying to convince myself it was just the wind or my imagination, but the unease wouldn't go away. I waited another 15 minutes in the silence, but then the noise returned, much louder this time, as though something or someone was circling the tent. My mind raced. Was it an animal? A person? I wasn't sure. Then, without warning, the tent collapsed on me. The small center support pole snapped, and the fabric fell in around me, trapping me in a 45-degree angle. It was as if the tent itself was being pulled down from the outside. I wasn't sticking around to figure it out. I tore open the zipper and bolted for my truck. My heart was still racing as I scrambled into the back of the vehicle, locking the topper from the inside. I grabbed my firearm, just in case, and spent the rest of the night wide awake, listening for any sounds of movement outside. When the first light of dawn finally broke, I decided to go back to the campsite and see if I had been overreacting or if something strange really had happened. What I found left me unsettled. Around my tent, in the desert dirt and snow, were tracks, shoe prints that circled my tent. They were in a pattern, almost methodical, as if someone had been walking in a steady circle around me. The prints were too small to be my own, and the boots had a pointed toe, like a cowboy boot. They had made several laps around the tent, then disappeared into the valley, leaving no trace of where they had gone. I've never returned to Rabbit Valley, and I don't think I ever will. To this day, whenever I go tent camping, I get a creeping feeling. Whatever, or whoever, was out there, I'm not sure I want to find out again. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel.